When I tell you the MAGAs, honey, the MAGAs have went from very excited about Trump to very disappointed about Trump in a small time. I mean, we're not even in the third year. We're not even close to the end. And so many people don't like this man, and I understand why. We tried to warn you, but you did not listen. I got a lot of people, a lot of Americans. These are real Americans speaking the facts and letting you guys know what's really going on. This is not Americans that's being propaganda or trying to get likes and views. These are real hardcore working Americans that are speaking out. And these are people that once voted for Trump, that was once a mega crazed out person, but now they have a different view. And other people are speaking about this, and I think it's very interesting, especially to all you Americans, to know what really goes on in the head of America. Check this video out.
I posted a video about how I wanted the left and the right to come together to join forces and actually fight against the government. And when I say the government, I'm not saying, oh my God, I regret voting for Trump. It's Trump. It's all the Republicans. They're all so bad. When I posted that, it was intended so that they realized everyone is bad. Not just Trump, not just Clintons. They're all owned. They're all owned by AIPAC. They're all owned by Israel.
Crystal Beth, let's not play this game. Is this y'all new thing now? Now y'all want to be fucking kumbaya? No, bitch, thoughts and tariffs. This is what y'all voted for. Look here, meth head Methany. The only reason you want to come together is because you realizing your vote affected you. You realize that man don't give a fuck about y'all. You thought because you was white, blonde, and Botox the fuck out that you were going to survive these 4 years. No, bitch, none of us are surviving. Maybe next time you will understand that racism is very fucking expensive. And it doesn't just cost us, it costs you too. Now y'all want to be against Israel. We told you that shit during the fucking election, that motherfucking office was bought and paid for. Y'all didn't give a fuck. Y'all just wanted the illegals gone. Y'all wanted black women at the bottom. Y'all wanted y'all whiteness not to be shameful. How the fuck does it look now for y'all? Kinda crazy how y'all want unity after y'all fucked over everybody. Let me make something very fucking clear to you. I will not unify with a racist, a bigot, an idiot, a homophobic, a transphobic, an anti-Muslim, anti-black. You don't want to unify with y'all asses. Y'all fucking disease. All of a sudden, y'all want to be MAGA no more. No, stay your ass where you at. Remember, the country is burning down because of you. You and your people. You and your cult. This is not We Are the World. The world is burning because you decided to put that man in office. Cause bitch, we didn't vote for him. Now take your licks like you supposed to. And remember, we give no fucking sympathy. Y'all didn't have any.
I never thought a guy like me would go through a thing like this. That is what this Trump voter said on camera after his fiance was detained by ICE. This man says he now deeply regrets his vote for Donald Trump after his life has been essentially torn apart.
How do I feel? I feel totally betrayed. I mean, you never think, or I never thought a guy like me would ever be involved in anything like this. 8 officers, ICE agents, swarmed Jasmine, detained her, didn't tell us why, and rustled her off into a car. No explanation was given. I was just in total disbelief. Nothing like this has ever happened to me. You know, I have several businesses, I'm law-abiding, and I pay a lot of tax.
What would you say to somebody watching at home who may think, well, John, he's criticizing the president or the administration on this issue of immigration because of political reasons?
Oh, I'm definitely not. I voted for Trump. They are picking up law-abiding citizens. They're destroying families, jobs.
You underscored, John, that you voted for the president in the most recent election, I assume.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that again. Not after this fiasco. This is like the Gestapo. I would never have thought the United States would act this way. Go after the criminals. We're all for that. But leave the mom and pops and the kids alone. Love, Jasmine. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I find this situation to be very unfortunate, but this is exactly what we have been saying on this show for a while. If you vote for the man who had his supporters hold up mass deportation now signs at the RNC, then don't be shocked when you are the subject of mass deportation.
So gonna jump on Trump's side. Didn't he say y'all was eating the dogs and eating up all the cat? I love stories like this, not because I wish harm upon anybody. It's just that I'm a firm believer of fuck around, find out. Everybody needs to experience that moment. I know I done had mine. I ain't never did no stupid shit like this, but I done had mine. It's just the moment from doing some stupid shit.
I did vote for Donald Trump.
How are you feeling about that vote now?
I never did my vote for a guy who is kidnapping people. I don't know where is my brother. They're gonna deport him to Mexico.
Look at Julio. He can't even barely speak proper English. You know Trump don't like you. You can't even barely speak proper English. You don't barely even like his own wife. She can't speak proper English.
This is like, I feel like stupid.
It's stupid. Is it stupid or is you the one stupid? I'm gonna go with you for 500, please. You stupid. You big dummy. Not one bone in my body feel bad for neither one of y'all. Matter of fact, if I see you on the street, you might have to square up. You done lost your business. You done lost your brother. But we losing our minds. All because of you. It's your fault. And cheers to y'all losing more because you deserve it. You deserve exactly what you asked.
So the guy from couples therapy who voted for Trump, well, now he regrets it, and I feel bad. Last week, I made a video talking about this guy specifically, and y'all had a lot to say. Basically, he voted for Trump in spite of his wife and daughters, and I stand by my argument that we should not be marrying people who vote in ways that hurt the ones they love. I didn't. Now Jason has come out and denounced Trump and his vote. This is awesome. I'm so happy that Jason has learned more and seen the error of his ways. I think this is part of a larger conversation of what do we do with people who regret their votes for Trump. Two things can be true here. It's awesome to see him change his mind. We as humans should be doing that when we learn more information, and it seems like Jason was able to do that. Hopefully, more voters will do the same, especially before the midterms. And also, me, as a fellow white person, I'm not going to say all is forgiven and now everything is well and good. I hope this is the beginning of Jason learning why voting for Trump is so harmful. A lot of people, especially black and brown people, were harmed by that vote. Ultimately, my point still stands. Ladies, stop marrying Republicans.
So we just watched these people stand in front of a camera and say, yeah, I regret it. Out loud, on record, like it's a testimony at an AA meeting, except the substance wasn't alcohol, it was vibes and a hat. And honestly, watching these people regret their vote feels like watching somebody buy a haunted house and then complain that the house is haunted. Brother, the windows were boarded up. There was blood on the staircase, a pentagram in the basement, and a shadowy figure by the window. And instead of running, you sign the contract, collect the keys, and say, finally, we got our house back. And now, it's 3 a.m., the fridge is floating, the toilet's reciting something in Latin, the chandelier is bleeding, and there's a ghost named Tariff rearranging your living room furniture. You didn't discover a problem. You just finally noticed the problem because the ghost started charging you rent. It's not betrayal. Betrayal requires someone lying to you. This is just consequences. Showing up. Late, sure. Fashionably late even, but right on schedule.
I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but a lot of people are saying they're leaving MAGA now and they're angry at Trump. And I'm like, why all of a sudden they're talking about the Iran war and Trump getting involved? Some people are complaining that the groceries, inflation, gas prices, the economy pretty much has not improved like Trump promised. Day one, he was going to lower everything, make all your dreams come true, all the bullshit. So a lot of people are realizing that the economy is not improving. I mean, I don't know what you MAGAs do when you go to the grocery store. You look the other way, pretend that the prices aren't going up for the most things, the most items. A few items have gone down, but not significantly where you can say, wow, I can really feel in my wallet that things are improving. So I guess the last straw for MAGA was the war. That Trump might be getting into a war and MAGA can handle it, can stand it, because they don't want another war. And Trump promised no wars. But you MAGAs were okay when he said, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Jimmy goes to school. 4 days later, he comes back with an operation and he's now Julie. All these lies, you guys were okay with it. So you're okay. I mean, you're leaving MAGA. You're abandoning Trump. You're mad at Trump. But you're still racist? You're still homophobic? Xenophobic? You're still enjoying seeing immigrants being deported, families separated, people crying on the streets because their family are being torn apart, and you guys are, that's what I voted for. So you're leaving MAGA with all that baggage, right? So you're not changing. You're the same. It's just because you're mad at Trump, right? You're not realizing, wow, I was in the cult. Wow, I can't believe that I had that perception against the LGBTQ. So you're not acting like that, right, MAGA? The thing was the war. Oh, and the grocery price is not going down, but the war did it, right? Everything else, you're gonna take it with you. You're gonna still be you. Yeah, no, that's not gonna fly.
We are trapped in a...
Donald Trump says, hey, people are angry at Republicans, but they're not angry at me. And I'm like, you're not talking to the people I'm talking to.
If I don't run, will those people go out and vote? Because a lot of them are very angry at Republicans, to be honest with you. Why is that? I don't know. I mean, they're angry.
The reporter, why is that? I don't know. You took away women's autonomy. I don't know. You put us into a war you pledged you wouldn't do. I don't know. You fucked around with tariffs, which made everyone broke. Corporations got a refund off of our dollars. Like, what are you talking? Like, I don't know why, because you took a giant shit in an elevator, then got off. I wonder what it could be.
They're Republicans, but they're not angry at me.
Interesting thing. Why?
They're not angry at me.
Republicans for the House are outrunning President Trump. His approval rating is just 37%.
So as bad as the polling is for the Republicans, it's even worse for Trump. So again, the question is, and let me know what you guys think, does Donald Trump believe the slop he's saying? I mean, he's surrounding himself with sycophants, so maybe he does. Maybe, it's partly dementia, part like remembering the good old days.
Because a lot of them are very angry at Republicans, to be honest with you. Why is that? I don't know. I mean, they're angry at Republicans, but they're not angry at me.
Interesting thing. Why?
They're not angry at me, but they are angry at Republicans.
Well, there you have it. Almost on cue, the man himself shows up to explain the situation. According to Trump, voters are furious with Republicans, which is fascinating because apparently they've somehow managed to separate the Republican Party from the guy who is currently running the entire damn thing. And honestly, I admire the commitment. It's like walking into a restaurant, burning down the kitchen, setting the menu on fire, and then standing outside saying, people are really angry at restaurants these days. Sir, you are the restaurant. You can't spend years telling people that you alone can fix America, put your name on everything, including the metaphorical soup, and then, when the soup tastes like gasoline, say, interesting. Seems like a Republican problem. No. You were the chef. You picked the ingredients. You wrote the menu. You told everybody this was going to be the greatest soup ever made. The best soup. A beautiful soup. People are saying it's the greatest soup, maybe in the history of soups. And now that people are coughing soup out of their noses, suddenly the waiter is responsible. And this is the part that really gets me. Because Trump isn't just pretending he wasn't the chef, he's pretending he was never in the kitchen. Like he walked into the restaurant 5 minutes ago, looked around and said, wow, what happened here? Bro, you happened here. You stood outside for years telling everybody this soup was going to cure cancer, reverse aging, and raise the dead. And now that everyone's sitting there sweating through their shirts, suddenly we're supposed to believe the soup is a Republican issue? That's not accountability, bro. That's a man trying to return a bowl of soup to the restaurant he owns.
I voted for Donald Trump.
Here go this motherfucker.
The Chef Creole restaurant in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood is typically bustling with customers. Not today.
People are scared.
Owner Wilkinson Sajor says it's not just the clientele. After 34 years in business, he's lost his entire management team at 7 locations and will likely have to shut down 2 stores due to the end of temporary protected status.
Another one, thank you.
And the TPS means for me that my future in the hospitality business is almost going to be non-existent.
On Sunday, federal officers made an immigration arrest outside one of his restaurants.
What would you say to the president that you voted for? he sold to me that he is a businessman and that he will be making business decisions.
Do you regret your vote?
Yes, I do.
Fuck you, motherfucker. You think you're slick? Gonna come over here and ask me for some money.
Second Trump term to go?
No, not at all. I hoped it was going to be so much better.
He also promised no new foreign wars. We're obviously in this war in Iran, which is why we're seeing the gas prices so high. What do you make of the president not keeping those campaign promises?
He just told us what we wanted to hear to vote him back in.
What would your message be to him about the economy right now, about prices, about day-to-day life?
I would tell him, you promised us you would lower prices, bring back what it used to be.
I was hoping that gas was going to go down so I could do something, you know. You can't do anything with gas prices, and you just can't afford to breathe at this point.
Are you regretting your vote right now?
I have. The past 2 years, yeah, I have. I'm actually not even voting the next time.
He promised not to get into any foreign wars on the campaign trail.
That's one of the things that has angered me, is like almost immediately went back on his word.
He also said he would bring prices lower. Obviously, you mentioned fertilizer prices. We've seen gas prices, grocery prices, real estate prices. Is that another frustration for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's making it harder to pay off my college debt and stuff like that. I was doing pretty well for a while, and now it's kind of coming closer to a halt.
I guess when you did vote for Donald Trump, is this what you were expecting?
Certainly not with the foreign wars and stuff like that, no.
I voted for Donald Trump.
Do you regret your vote?
Yes, I do.
Neon circus run by a horror show ringmaster who somehow keeps dodging the law while the tents fucking burn all around him. This man can stagger through speeches, lose the thread mid-sentence, invent enemies out of fucking thin air, and still half the country treats it like gospel carved into fucking stone. The other half watches in horror, wondering if the Emperor Trump even knows he's naked. It's not politics anymore. It's mass freaking hypnosis. He's a convicted felon. That's ink on paper, permanent. His name swims through the Epstein swamp, a place where sunlight goes to die. And instead of answers, we get smoke. Smoke grenades and rage tweets fired into the sky at 3 in the morning, like distress flares from a sinking ship. And where the fuck are the thousands of MAGA warlords? Where'd they go? The ones screaming to me, libtard, screaming TDS, hiding behind cheap insults, like scared little animals burying their little plastic teeth. Where'd you go? If he's your savior, stand up and defend the fucker with the facts instead of playground graffiti. His speech about the current Iran war, about enemies within, about retribution, building up ICE to keep the people freaking quiet, about tightening his grip on the voting machinery of our country that decides who wins and who freaking loses. So fucking answer this, MAGA minions. Do you want a country run by laws or a country run by one man's materialistic, power-hungry fucking appetite? That's the truth.
I see y'all are still choosing to play the victim, even as you show up on liberal news media. That is deeply disappointing. I'm not dumb. I was fooled. No. And for as long as y'all continue lying to yourselves like this, you ain't changed your spots. You are still those exact same leopards who will cheerfully eat everybody else's faces, including each other's. What you did was choose. Over and over and over. For 10 years, you chose to believe the absolute worst of your fellow human beings that didn't happen to be just like you. You chose to believe the worst of your fellow Americans. You chose to make decisions deliberately to hurt all of us. Yeah, all that owning the lip stuff, yeah, that is a damn shame though. It'd be so nice if you could ever be honest with yourselves. The rest of the world doesn't hate you. The rest of this country doesn't hate you. But like you? When you're like this, what's to like? Somebody who will lie about everything they did because their ego means more to them than owning up to a serious mistake that they chose to make. The only reason you are where you are right now, saying what you're saying, poor little me, I'm a victim, is because finally things went badly enough that you personally have been inconvenienced in some way. Wow. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So now we're playing this game. We weren't dumb. We were fooled. Oh, really? Because I have a tiny problem with that sentence. Nobody accidentally wandered into a voting booth in 2024, tripped over a campaign sign, fell onto a ballot, and somehow checked the box next to Donald Trump. Because here's the thing about we were fooled. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. It's contorting itself into a shape the human spine was never designed to make. Because fooled means somebody else did this to you. Fooled means you're the victim. Fooled means your hand wasn't the one that filled in that little oval. Nobody fooled you into the voting booth, ma'am. You walked in there, freely, willingly, maybe even a little excited, and you voted for the guy who told you out loud with his whole chest that he loved the poorly educated. He warned you. That wasn't a secret plan. That was a marketing slogan. So no, we're not going to sit here and rebrand I ignored every warning sign because I liked the vibes into I was a victim of a con. That's not an apology. That's a costume change. But hey, if you're new here, welcome. Grab some popcorn, grab a coffee, get comfortable, because we are about to walk through exactly how we were fooled became the new thoughts and prayers of American politics. And if you're one of the OGs, one of the channel veterans, you already know the drill. You already know what's coming. Let's get into it.
Okay, so I